time. It's like 9:35. We're in the village, in the athlete dining hall. Dining hall.
Halftime. Hip-hop crew is performance. Let's take it to hip-hop crew. Super geeked up. About to go to the championship gold medal game versus Taiwan, Chinese Taipei. Whoever would like to refer them to. I'm super geeked. I'm here with Slim Jim.
I fell in love with the game. I started playing it more. That was my inspiration. And just some of the early players in the league that I grew up watching really made me love the WNBA and gave me something to strive for, to look up to. My mom inspires me. She's my rock. She is so strong. She gave me the perfect woman to look up to. Let me build my brand. It's so important to me. It's my brand. But it's a lot of things I want to do. Hair, makeup, nails, maybe a clothing line. I don't know what I want sometimes. Really use social media as a platform too. But I just remember at a young age how observant I was too. And I just try to remember that. Be visible, interact with my fans. And it's so important for you to say how you feel. It's so important for yourself. And that's what Be Heard is all about to me. To have your own voice because it's important. They were great. Notre Dame is Notre Dame has the greatest fan base in the country, and they do a great job of traveling. And they're like my family, so I wasn't surprised that they came out like that. They're always very supportive, no matter where I am. So it was great seeing my friends and family. It's just good to see some familiar faces.
Yeah, and it looked like your Washington State title team was here too.
Yeah, everybody came by, so it was good.
How disappointing was it, though, not to get a win in front of a crowd?
It's disappointing when you don't get a win every night.
Platforms, Instagram and Twitter, at Sprint Post Up, and Facebook. And we're going to be posting video content, photos, and just kind of letting fans follow us into everything else that comes with the NBA, the lifestyle, if you will.
I understand. But y'all need to calm down. How you doing?
Well, it's gonna be fun. It's serious. I hear like Kevin talking trash and we made trades. Like this is gonna be a real game. But I'm not letting anybody do any ain't nobody crossing me up or nothing like this. Is not happening like that.
You won't just remember.
It's a learning curve, definitely. I would say, especially in my position and. It's a more physical league. In college, I say this all the time, you might play against Corey, and everybody knows I'm competitive, so been working super hard in the off season and looking forward to next season for sure.
Hold on.
Yeah, and things like that. And pulling, having 1,000 hooks in me, pulling. I probably could have did better.
Respond to everything.
We're cool, everybody. Definitely a little bit of both.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, Pearly. That's her name. Her name is Pearly. So people are like, what you doing? Nothing, just riding around with Pearly.
It's a nice perk.
It is, definitely. I had a 2004 point guard at the University of Notre Dame. When I first picked up a basketball, I was about 5. My mom had tried to put me in soccer, and I would pick the ball up, and we tried softball, and finally she was like, let's just try basketball. And was very outdoors girl, and I finally got on the court and didn't really get off, and then by the end of the season I didn't have that problem anymore. But the pressure to play, it was just something that I loved doing and I had a passion for. I probably wouldn't be able to attend the university and relies on is the reason why I'm the woman that sits here today. Our expectations still have to be the same. You have to have players, and every team graduates people, and people leave, and I think Coach McGraw does a great job of knowing beforehand what she's losing and recruiting those players that can come in and contribute, and I think that's exactly what she's done. And now it's just a matter of people having to step up their roles, and that's okay, and kind of having to step out of your comfort zone and do things that is necessary for our team to be successful.
Hip fracture in it, and I was in a brace and everything. It was swollen. It was just the range of motion and get back to where I was comfortable in my everyday activities with it, and also to where I could play. Obviously, being a basketball player, I use my wrist a lot in the games, and being a point guard, I dribble the ball a lot, take shots, pass, catch on someone's foot, and rolled my ankle, and it was swollen, it was bruised, sore to walk on or put pressure on, and just everyday activities were tough to just restore the range of motion and get back to where I was comfortable in my everyday activities with it. Overall, I enjoy working with the doctors at SBO. They always had a positive attitude and really kind of helped me have a positive attitude. I really was grateful of the treatment that I got at SBO, and I was able to return to my normal activities and be comfortable. It kind of always has, but now even more so because I'm a professional. And with the countless amount of hours that I spend in the gym, in the weight room, running, it's real. I'm Skylar Diggins with Notre Dame women's basketball. This is my life. I'm living it well. Thanks to.
I love to be comfortable, but at the same time, I like. So my off-court style, I have to say, is tomboy chic. The lime greens, those are my favorite colors. And I just started wearing this tie headband, and not a lot of people were wearing it. Not a lot of women's basketball players were wearing it. And I was like, oh, I want to be different. I want to wear it. And finally, it just became a thing where people associated the tie headband with me. And I always say I'm not the one that started it, but I definitely am the one that popularized it. Go to eastbay.com/Skylar Diggins. And I grew up, you know, my mom and dad instilled those values in me that you always give back. And for me, those were the players that came before me in the WNBA and what have you. And they really were instrumental in my life and my decisions to play sports and just lead an active and healthy life. If I could talk to all those young girls out there, I would just tell them to strive for their dreams. Hard work, I know you hear it all the time, and parents, my mom used to say it all the time, but I think it's not about being the best, but it's about being your best. And that's something that I live by, and the motto that I live by is get better. I just want to continue to better myself every day. And I think that's so important, and it is possible. And when you think about something being possible, then it turns to being probable and then predictable, but it always starts with hard work.